forging and maintaining the connections that will exponentially multiply the value of our institutions to our cities, our state, and our nation. So I am very proud to be here today at the Umass Boston to mark the launch of this Venture Development Center, because it symbolizes what Keith Motley, Jack Wilson, and all of us have come to understand, that we are vital parts of this unique Massachusetts idea factory. As President Obama noted on Monday, even in the hardest times, against the toughest odds, we've never given in to pessimism. We've never surrendered our fates to chance. We have endured. We sought out new frontiers. The center we celebrate today is one such new frontier. By placing this symbol of collaboration at the center of your work, you remind us all of our role in meeting our collective mission. Thank you very much.
Now you see how special that leadership is over at Harvard, and thank you so much for today. Thank you. Let's give her a round of applause. You know, she told me about 2 weeks ago she was going to ride the red line, and I didn't tell my staff that, because I know now, as I mentioned earlier, what would Drew do? Now they're going to tell me I need to be on the red line, the green line. They're going to tell me I have no excuse because it's not like the car is too small anymore and I have to get a big one. The train is big enough to carry me. Drew rides the train. Why aren't you riding the train? That's why I kept that one to myself. So I knew she had ridden the train of, oh, here we go. She gave me her Charlie card. Thank you, President Faust. See, collaboration, innovation. Thank you again for joining us on this very special occasion. You know, you made this something. You hopped on that red line to visit us. I'll be hopping on the red line to visit you soon. Now, we know Boston is blessed with so many fine colleges and universities. And as our next speaker knows, they are all part of this economic engine, and they're all special. They attract students here and the faculty across the globe, generating jobs and performing groundbreaking research and development. We estimated that last year the University of Massachusetts Boston, as our president mentioned, generated over $500 million in economic output in the Boston state. That's how we are keeping our city healthy, and this is how we are moving forward. Mr. Mayor, we want you to come forward. As an alum of this university, as someone who champions education, as someone who is on this campus all of the time, promoting the opportunities that exist here, we're so grateful to have your presence. Come and give us a few words today this morning.
Thank you, Chancellor Motley, President Wilson, and President Faust, Senator Hart, and the Motley family. It's great to have you all here in Boston, out of Pittsburgh. It's a really great day for the University of Mass. I went to this university. It's changed drastically over the years, and today you have the Venture Development Center right here at the university. It tells you another step forward that this college, this university is really moving forward in a lot of different issues that we never thought it would. I mean, research and development, when it first started, whoever thought research and development would be done at the University of Massachusetts? You know, Boston is known throughout the world as the home of the American Revolution. But revolutionary thinking does more than describe Boston's history. It's shaping our future. We challenge assumptions, look beyond what it is, so that we might envision what is possible. That's what we're doing here this morning. What's the possibilities? The spirit of discovery, innovations, is the backbone of this new facility. Not only will it attract startup, biotech, life science, and other research initiatives to right here in Dorchester, it can also generate spin-off economic development benefits for Boston and surrounding communities. Now I look at the partnership with Harvard. That says a lot about both presidents, how they want to work together to make it happen. And that's what we have. That's one thing I tell you, as mayor of the city, a lot of folks criticize our colleges and universities in Boston. They're our greatest asset. They have economic opportunities, give us the opportunity for 250,000 young people to get their education here. When they graduate, we retain 46% of those graduates. That's why Boston, as a city, will never be like some other cities that we have in our country, because we continue to have the brain power that gets fueled into our economy every year. And that's what's so good about this city is higher education is one of the driving forces of our economy. And anybody out there who doesn't believe that, there's a lot of naysayers about universities, and I'm the biggest cheerleader because the education it gives our young people so important. Education is the most important thing we do in our society. We should be doing in our society. And I don't believe we are doing in our society. Education of our young people from birth to they grow out of college. That's the most important thing we should be focused on, and we should have all kinds of help. But let's get away from the issue that we're here for venture capitalist development. Boston talent, diverse population, our renowned institutions, our strong private sector comprise an infrastructure for innovation. And infrastructure that forward-looking businesses can connect with and benefit from. Infrastructure that provides businesses with the ultimate competitive advantages. Indeed, Boston is the best place to capture and commercialize ideas. Your new venture development center will only enhance that reputation. Once again, I want to congratulate you in this new facility, Mr. Chancellor, and your staff. Look forward to working with you, your partners, in the years to come. The folks, the VDC, will attract and find better homes than University of Umass Boston, our great city. A place known for our drive, discover, and incredible innovations. And just yesterday, Boston received the highest rating of Mass Biotech and Mass Encon for being a bio-ready city. That's a great accomplishment we have, and it will continue. I'm in the business of attracting new business to Boston. I want to work with President Motley on his initiatives, all the universities, and all the folks out here who understand this. This is a growth industry in our city, and we've got to be there for them, and we're going to continue to reinvent ourselves. I was to a company just 10 days ago, Bridgetest, down on Holly Street in town. If you want to see a creative company right in downtown Boston, go see that company. And that's what the future of Boston is going to be. It's companies like them on Holly Street and good old downtown Crossing. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. I'll see you later. Thank you, Mayor Menino. We really appreciate your presence, your support, your love for education is infectious. Before I introduce our next person who's a dear friend of us, I want to introduce the president of Montgomery College and his wonderful wife, Libra, who's here looking at what we're doing. Montgomery College is in Maryland and in Washington, D.C., so whenever I go down to visit the president, that other president down in Washington, this is a great connector. Brian, stand up so folks can see you. He's here today. See, we're collaborating already with other states and with other institutions. And so I'm so grateful to see that you and your wife have made it here this morning, and you'll have an opportunity to see what we're doing here. And I'm looking forward to that collaboration happening in the future. Thank you so much for your presence. Listen, I want to bring to the podium at this time a dear friend of this university. He is our state senator. He is someone who reminds me all the time of what it was like growing up here in South Boston, being a clubby, being over there in the South Boston Boys Club. I've been over there with him. I've been in these neighborhoods with him. He's passionate about education. He's passionate about this institution. He is a person who supports this. Quietly, He was